And we are back, and I'm sorry about that. We had our computer that crashed, and we're bringing this one back to you. The score right now still in set number one, 24-23, Cyclones up by 1. So I once again apologize. Don't know what happened to the computer, but regardless, Hitteman now with it near side. Witt reaches back, fires long, and it's all tied up now at 24. 24-24 here in set number one. And Jeremy was punching the computer. It killed it. We had to grab another one. And we even had Mark Heil up here, an expert himself, trying to go through it. And we're back up now. It's on a new stream. We're back on. All right.
So this is getting a little more exciting than I wanted it to be because Cornerstone was up by 4 there for a little bit.
At least we get to watch this one here at 24-24 here in set number one. And if you're just joining us, sorry about the computer crash. It decided to run updates right in the middle of a broadcast. All right, so Unihigh is going to have to serve. And 24-24. Here we go. Lob serve, back corner, and Hancock. Up to Hitteman. Hitteman now far side. Witt reaches back for it. Fires back row. That's going to be trouble. And we've got a 1-point advantage now. 1-point advantage for the Cyclones here in set number one, 25-24. And for if you're just joining us, we did have a computer crash, but it's still alive and breathing here. Anna Hancock back to serve. Cyclones 1-point advantage.
Serve.
Back row, Damarajan could have let that one go. Halverson hits this one into the net, and she wanted that one back as she stomped it 25-25. Advantage now to the Illinois with the serve.
Cornerstone playing a little bit scared right now.
Still in set number one. Knotted up 25. Let that one go out of bounds. That was out of bounds. No way! No
That was out
way.
of bounds.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. That was out of bounds by a foot. 26-25, Unihigh now up. Halverson passes over to Hitteman. Hitteman, quick set over. Tipped it back over. Nice dig by Hammer. Back up, Hitteman. Halverson fires cross court. Back up to the front row. Setter, they've got chance here. Fires back row, out of bounds. And Unihigh pulls out the first set victory. Well, you got to put that one behind you.
Yeah, that ball was out, but we're not going to be able to dwell on it because It's game over.
It's done. Over and done with, and we're all human. We all make mistakes, but that one was definitely out, unfortunately. And you hate to have a set determined by that, but it could happen at any point in any set.
Well, and they took 10 seconds to make a call.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. If you have a situation like that, you've got to do a replay.
Yeah.
If you don't know, you can't just look at each other and determine that, oh, I pick you. You can't do that. You've just got to do a reset on it.
Especially in that situation.
Yeah. Zero here. We're going to go to set number two. Jeremy's done breaking the computer. I don't know what happened. It just all of a sudden went blank and started doing BIOS updates. I would imagine my brother, the wizard, is probably behind it somehow. He's laughed. He just sent me a text, and all he said on his text was LOL. I have no idea what that means. But I wouldn't have put it past my brother that he could wield his power somehow by shutting this computer off from his couch. I don't know.
Viewers are slowly climbing back on
We're
here.
getting a few. So Morin definitely not happy about that, but brush it off, move on to the next. Just means that we have the potential of being here for another 35, 40 minutes.
I think we're going to go 3 on this one.
And it's going to have to go 3. Going to have to go 3. But that was a very, very close set. We've got Jamie Hancock over there working with one of the LNX on her arm. Actually, one of their big hitters with the head coach from Uni-High. So injuries abound this time of season, regardless of what sports you're in. You've been practicing and playing for a long time. My daughter actually had to bow out of cross country this year, and she sustained an injury that going to take some time to rehab from. So it just happens, part of the season. But I'll be interested to see if Jamie lets her come back into the game or not.
So on the first set, Cornerstone is actually about the time the computer decided to reboot there. Cornerstone was up by 4 points, 23-19.
Yep.
And then through some unforced errors, Uni-High came back, tied it up, and then we went back and forth till Uni-High ended up pulling it out.
About to get started here, set number 2. Same starters back in. You've got Witt, Unruh, Anna Hancock, Olivia Hideman. Olivia Smith now just subbed out for Jenny Damarajan and Haley Webb. Coach coming back over, and the player that was injured, I won't give her number, but the player that was injured is back out on the court for the LNX. And we're going to set number 2, 0-0 here. Number 15 for the LNX back to serve, and this is not going to sit well for the Cyclones. I would imagine Lauren Unruh is going to hit a hard ball very shortly. Damarajan, Witt, far side, fires back row and down. That's in. Thank you.
Yes, man, he is slow to make the call.
And yeah, come on, guys.
Wake up.
1-0. And they didn't even switch positions. Typically, they switch positions between sets. Anna Hancock,
great serve.
Pretty. Libero has to get it across. What a nice play by their front row. Hideman now. Back set. Witt fires, blocked into the net. And that one going off the hand of Unruh. Out back, kind of on a rebound as it bounced off the net. And it will be side out over to the LNX. Callista Hammer into the game. I do want to say bring in the hammer one of these times. I do. So cliche. Number 7 serves. Back row out of bounds. Nice eyes by Callista. 2-1 now. And Olivia Smith back into the front row for Lauren Unruh.
So I think Damarajan actually called Hammer off of that one. They're starting to watch each other on that back line.
Damarajan fires back. This one's going to be trouble. Out of bounds. And I would just like to see them go on a 10-point run here.
And they could. I mean, they're very capable of doing that. We had more service area errors in that first set than we normally do.
Yep. We got to quit talking about it. That's what we got to do.
Usually they do that when I'm talking them up, not talking them down.
3-2, side out over to the LNX. Cornerstone still up by 1, down 1-0 here. Lobbing back row, and nobody there. And the girls said, hey, sorry, I thought you had it. So it's those small errors, just those small errors. Cost a point, 3-3 now, tied up. Number 11 back to serve. Lob serve, back row, Hideman. Up in the air, Halverson reaches back, fires down, and Jess with a nice kill.
Goes through 2 blockers on that kill.
Right, splits them down the middle. 4-3 now. Cyclones up by 1. Carson Witt back to serve. And Karis Wolf into the game. Karis looking to bring that spark.
Good
and that
serve.
one, beautiful serve off of the number 7. And out back, number 7's probably their best player. But Carson Witt just knows how to place her serves.
Dialed in that jump serve. She hit that one right at the top, and it was coming down hard.
Witt, nice serve again. Same person. This one's going to be trouble right at the net. And look at that put down by Olivia Smith. Smith
Boom.
was watching that all the way down and knew it was coming right to the top of the net and fires it right back down on the defense. Now, Cyclones up by 3.
That's our first big block of the night. We need a few more of those.
Nice jump serve by Witt.
Oh,
This one,
wow.
oh, what a drop off!
That was like a
Wow.
curveball just dropped off.
Just drops at the spike line. And to give you a perspective, that net's what, 8'6", something like that? And the spike line's about 7 foot behind it, and it went straight down.
I could not have hit that one with a baseball bat.
No. What are we doing here?
Oh, man. Come on, officials.
Let's keep her moving, guys. Carson Witt back to serve. Another nice serve by Witt. Back row. This one going out of bounds. Off the hands of number 16. And Witt's on a roll. 8-3. Cyclones up by 5.
Witt is dialed in now. If we can keep the officials from
slowing this down.
icing her.
Back row. This one played. Going to be trouble. Up in the air. Have to get it across. What a block by Wolf. And then Olivia Smith one-hands it over. Up on the front. Nice block. Back up in the air by Wolf. This is what she brings. Tips it over. Dug out by Damarajan. Witt. Middle. Smith. Fires. Brought back up in the net. Going to be trouble. What a block by Olivia Smith.
Smith gets up. Man, she had like 3 or 4 blocks on that series.
Oh, yeah. And a timeout by Unihigh. 9-3. A 6 spot. So, I mean, the Cyclones are playing very well that first set. They got a bad call. It happens, but a bad call. And they're out for blood right now.
But they're playing better than
they
were in the first set.
Yeah, they're out for blood right now.
Yes, they are.
And, you know, we talk about Karis Wolf. Karis is she came out. She was not getting a whole lot of playing time the first game of the season on the JV level. And then all of a sudden proved herself in practice and started making some killer plays. And now she finds herself with 3 games left in the season getting PT at the varsity level and just had 2 killer blocks.
She's just scrappy at the net. She just keeps going up.
Fantastic. She's a lot of fun to watch. 9-3, 6-point Cornerstone lead. Witt back to serve. Another great serve by Carson. Back up in the air. Has to go over. Halverson, Witt. Damarajan has to get it over. She does. Back row. This one's going to be trouble. Halverson again up to Witt. Witt back set. Wolf! What a beautiful kill by Karis! Ha ha! How about that? And that's why you're playing, girl.
Wow. Big hit. And she's jacked up now.
10-3. Witt, that one's going to go long. I hope that she was going to reach up and grab that one.
So everybody's charged up, and then Witt hits it out the back end.
And we got substitutions lined up here for the LNX. And they do this on purpose to slow the game down. It's amazing, the skill that you can have just to put a little ice on things. Kill the momentum. It's well done by their coach.
I want to see a replay on that one. We need that replay.
I would. I know. I did. We don't have it here.
Hammered that one.
10-4. Cyclones up by 6 here in set number 2. Nice serve. Hammer. This one's going to be a problem up at the net. And a great effort by Halverson to dive for it. And, you know, Callista did a great job with that one as well. I mean, that was right up in front of her. 10-5. LNX back to serve again. This one let it go out of bounds. And I think Damarajan now, nope. Halverson will have it to serve. Hammer comes out of the game. Anna Hancock back in as an outside hitter. So Jess Halverson. Cyclones up 11-5. Nice serve by Jess. This one's going to be trouble. Nice save by the LNX. Witt now with it. Over to Olivia Smith. Just taps it over. Back row. Going the wrong way. And it's going to fall for a point for the Cyclones. 12-5. Halverson again. Nice serve. Back row. Up in the air. Not sure why that wasn't called for anything. I'm not for sure why wasn't that called? I don't know. 13-5. That's okay. Whatever.
Filter.
Right. It's okay. Halverson again. Back row. Bumped up in the air. Up to the center. Fired across. Nice block by Olivia Smith. And a return. Back over the net. Far side. Number 3. Loads. Fires. Back row. Damarajan with it. Up to Witt. Witt now. Livia Smith tips it over. Back row. Dug out nicely by the Yellownecks. Near side, fires back row. Damarajan again up to Witt. Backside, Wolf. Fires cross and down! Karras again!
Karras coming alive from the right side.
I love watching her score a point. I love it.
Get it to her again.
Yeah, no kidding. 14-5, 9-point lead. It's about to be 15-5. That one about coming up to the Utsa.
And Cornerstone going on a run here. They're going to prove something.
They're going to prove something here tonight. Jess Halverson again, serves back row. That one, not even sure what that was happening there, but just falls.
Just jammed her.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those that came right at you, and you're in between on what you want to do. 16-5, 11-point Cyclone lead. This one going out of bounds and outside the pole, and it goes point to the Cyclones.
And same type of serve. It's coming at that back row right at their chest level. They either got to drop down and get it with their hands. I'm not sure you could bump that one.
No, that's hit hard enough you don't even want to. This one going the wrong direction. Played back to the middle. Nice save. Back dug out nicely.
Great dig.
Yep. Near side, Anna Hancock loads. Fires. That one's off a hand and down.
Another big hit.
And the Cyclones now up 17-5.
Drop the hammer.
Halverson on a roll here. 18-5. Back row. Dug out nicely by the libero. Up to the front, near side, reaches back, fires long, out of bounds. And it is.
This is going to get embarrassing.
This is not pretty right now. 19-5.
I like the way they're coming back on the second set.
I do. This is what they needed to do.
Oh!
Halverson! And Jess with an ace. And a timeout by the Illinois. They trail 20-5. Here in set number 2, and we look like, barring a miracle, we look like we're going to force a set 3 tonight, which we need to do.
Yeah, keep rolling and roll right into the third set. They've got some serious momentum, some great hits, some great blocks.
Yep.
They're doing everything right now. So right now, coming out off the timeout, Halverson just needs to hit a safe one and get us back on the tracks here. Uni High trying to slow this one down. They are deep in the hole, 20-5. And they're just trying to figure out what happened to them.
It's like at this point in time, we're gonna push back, but you've got your minds kind of set on forcing a set 3 here, going to a set 3.
And the student section over there is playing with the minds of Uni High.
They
and
are.
Actually with their coach too. I'm seeing him kind of glare over at the student section. That's all part of the game.
It's red, white, and blue tonight. The soccer boys up there having a good time. Halverson, another nice serve. This one going to be trouble. Trying to get it over. They do. Back up to Damarajan. Witt. Near side now. Anna Hancock loads. Fires. Tipped and nicely saved. This one just bumped over. Karras Wolf!
Woo!
Are you kidding me? How about that? 21-5. And every game, she gets better and better. Back row, off the arms, and I think that's 10 in a row now for Jess Halverson.
She is rolling. But Karras got up on that one, put it back with one hit, with authority.
Another nice serve by Halverson up at the net. Doesn't even need to block it. That one's going to fall. 23-5 here in set number 2.
Smith right there ready for the block, and that plays with the other team's mind.
Sure does.
Number 35.
She blocks it really well. That one's going to go long and out of bounds. I would have loved to see Halverson take that one home.
Yeah.
But regardless, a great set of serves there by Jess Halverson. And she gets rewarded. Come to the bench.
Take a break.
Take a break. Haley Webb in 23-6 here in set number 2. Number 3 back to serve for the Illinois. Let it go. Nope. Returned by Damarajan. Witt now. Smith reaches back. Saved by the libero. This one's going to be trouble at the net. Smith back up and over with it.
Smith
one more
again.
time. Yeah! And down. And a point back to the Cyclones.
Smith, a one-man show on that one. One-woman show, sorry.
She her timing was even a little bit off on that second jump, but on the way down, she just kind of reached back a little bit more. Finally hit it down. She's going to get a chance to ice it right here. This one goes over, and it's going to have to go over. It does. Let it go, girls. And that's a set 2 winner, 25-6.
Ouch.
That one hurt. Well done, girls. Well done.
Way to come back.
So we've got one more set here. It's going to be tied up 1-1. So they'll flip coins here to see how this is going to work. And it must so I think it's red, white, and blue night is what it is.
It is.
So you got the student section over here playing songs that you would hear on the 4th of July. Something like that. This is something you'd hear on
Sweet
MASH.
Caroline. Is that what this is?
They play this every year, every night, though.
This is a Dave Wolf classic. I'm not sure where it comes from, how it applies to a volleyball game.
How these kids even got hooked on to Sweet Caroline. This was something that was back, what is this, 80s, 70s, or 80s?
Dave, if you're listening, tell us how this plays in. We're lost.
I mean, if this was back in the 60s, this would be back when Dave was in college. So, he would probably remember this. That's the whole part right there is that bop, bop, bop. That's what everybody knows.
I guess it just makes you feel good. I don't know.
I don't know. But you've got all the boys up there that are kind of like the seventh man for these girls. They're heckling a little bit tonight.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
They're getting
That's
in the
part
minds.
of it. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
We've had it done to us. I think the most fun was it Leroy? That Leroy brought a big group of boys sitting over here, and there was a battle.
There was a back
and forth.
Yeah. Leroy is notorious for their fan section.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They are all out. But Cornerstone's holding their own here tonight. Our fan section is starting to come alive for our volleyball girls.
Well, now they're – what song is this? They're like they're in a canoe rowing. Oh, to be young again.
And what's the song?
I don't even know the song.
Electric Slide?
Is it? No. Dave Wolf, you got to help us here. Is that the electric slide, Mark?
Well, it's mixing up now. I'm
back
not sure
from
what it is.
Dave Wolf's college days back in the 50s. Anyway, having a lot of fun here tonight. The student section is. We are going to a game number 3 on senior night. JV already victorious tonight in 2 straight sets. Varsity comes out, plays incredibly well in set number 1, drops set number 1, and some questionable calls in there, but regardless, you got to play to win, and they didn't win set number 1. Set number 2 came along, and they dominated. I mean, absolutely dominated that set.
That is a good caricature of that set. And the question is right now, are we playing to 25 or are we playing to 15?
So that I don't know. We're going to act like we're playing to 15 until they get to 15 and they keep going. We'll see.
Yep. I'm sure Coach knows, but we don't know up here.
And I might text Laura Witt and see really quick. Laura, are we playing to 15 or 25? All right, so Unihigh back with the serve. They've got the first one. Dropped off Webb. Now up with it to Hitteman. Hitteman near side. Witt reaches back. What a great block by Unihigh.
Make the call. Wow, he's slow to make that call. He's right there standing looking at it.
Oh, boy. All right, Anna Hancock back to serve.
Wow, what a serve.
Beautifully played out of bounds off the hands of the libero. And 2-0 Cyclones.
And you can feel that Cornerstone still has the momentum.
We are going to play to 25 from
Okay.
Witt herself. Anna Hancock fires,
Woo!
grazes the top of the net, and drops off.
This one could go quick.
We don't usually get this lucky, you know? We're usually the recipients of those.
Well, Anna is on tonight. She's just got it dialed in.
She's had great serves. 3-0. Cyclones up. Anna Hancock fires back row, libero, digs out. This one's going to be trouble. Yep. That pass went all the way up to the pole. Actually came off the pole and hit the player. She was holding her eye there for a second. Hope she's okay.
We're already at 4-0.
Hancock back to serve again. This one, luck ran out on that one. Hit it into the net. 4-1, side out back to Unihigh. And Anna Hancock's going to have a seat. Callista Hammer back into the game. Back row defense. Damarajan and Halverson in the back row. Number 7, their best player, I think. Hammer, nice one. This one's going the wrong direction, though. Hitteman just gets it out. Witt fires cross court, but just a little bit long, out of bounds. But I'd like to see her hit like that all night long. Just keep that going. They'll drop.
I actually wasn't expecting her to hit it that hard.
I wasn't either.
Hitteman just kind of brought that one back in, but Witt said, that looks like a set. I'm going to hit it.
4-2. Cyclone still on top. Hitteman now, quick set. Unruh fires, blocks it down. Brought back up on one. Damarajan up to Halverson, fires across. That one off the side of the hands and falls. Jess Halverson with a nice kill there.
Halverson's timing is great right now. She's hitting perfect from that left side.
5-2, Cyclones up by 3. Olivia Smith back into the game. And
this is Alexis Hitteman.
Alexis Hitteman back to serve.
She is our serving secret weapon.
Nice serve by Alexis. Up at the net. Reaches back, and Olivia Smith puts it down.
She didn't just block that one. She put it straight down.
I would love to see Alexis rattle off 10 straight right here.
She has before.
Has she really?
Yes, she is our server.
(6-2), Cyclones up by 4.
And again, a shout out to Todd Hitteman.
Fires, back row, dug out, up to the front now, have to get it across, and that was a miss hit on their part, right into the net, and 7-2.
And Alexis goes for her third serve here.
Yep.
Todd Hitteman watching in Iowa. Your brother Jeff says hi.
And we say hi, Todd. We miss you. Back row, that one out of bounds. I don't even know Todd. Do you know Todd?
I don't know that
miss
I've ever
him,
met
though.
Todd.
I miss Todd. Todd's a good guy.
But apparently he looks just like Jeff. So I feel like I've met you, Todd.
Hats off to Alexis Hitteman. Comes out of the game now. Side out, 7-3. Cyclones up by 4. Damarajan back up to the front to Hitteman. Far side, Witt reaches back, fires cross court. And what a I don't even know what that was. One-handed punch across. Damarajan plays it on 3. This tip blocked by Smith. Beautifully done. And it was just behind Smith. She came up to the net.
Yeah.
And there was just nobody right behind her to pick that one up.
Well, she was taking every other ball. Everybody behind her thought, I'd take this one too.
Yep. Another nice serve lob right in the middle. Damarajan, great job. Hitteman, beautiful tip over. Far side, number 16 reaches back. Hitteman again with it. Damarajan dives, and that one falls to the ground, and we're back to 7-5. Cyclones now cut that lead, or Unihigh cut that lead down to 2. What are
the
what are we
refs are gonna call another timeout on their own.
Well, the other head coach went up to the near side official here and said something to him, and then the official walked all the way across.
Yeah, they already called the point for Unihigh. I'm not sure what's going on. I think he didn't like the hit from Hitteman. That she tipped that over.
It was already a point to them, though. So unless he was saying give it back to him.
I don't know.
Hammer, beautiful save. Pass up to Hitteman near side. Halverson reaches back, fires cross court, dug out. Has to get over, does,
That's
back
out.
row, let it go. And Callista Hammer is getting a set of eyes on her and just becoming very, very aware of where that back line is. Side out back to the Cyclones. They're up by 3, 8-5. Carson Witt back to serve.
Karis Wolf coming in.
The lightning rod. Carson Witt fires. Nice serve by Carson. Up in the net. Tip over to 16. Just reaches back. Dug up in the air. Damarajan just up to save it. Wolf hits it. Blocked. Put back up. What? It was blocked.
I think it went into the net on that one. I'm going to agree with the official on that one. Karis just came off a little wonky trying to hit that one, and I think it just went in the net.
Well, if there is a weakness with Karis, it's when she's not fully engaged and she has to make those split-second decisions.
Yeah. She was a little off balance when she was coming into it.
8-6. Cyclones up by 2. That serve into the net. 9-6. Back to CCA.
Now we need to go on a run. We have Halverson coming up to serve.
Anna Hancock back into the game for Callista. And Jess Halverson, who went on a 9 or 10-point run in that second set, back up to serve here in set number 3. Beautiful serve. Back row, let it go. Damarajan just walks it back and says, out of bounds, 10-6. Cyclones up by 4. Halverson with it again. That one into the net, though. Jess getting a little tired, I would imagine.
Yep.
Emotions go high, so your energy and those downtimes, it just zaps right out of you. Haley Webb into the game now. 10-7, Cyclones up by 3. Number 16 back to serve, fires back row, let it go. Haley Webb with good eyes there. Side out, 11-7. Cyclones back up by 4. And Olivia Smith, who is just, she's fantastic. Between her and Wolf up in that front row, that's a great front row. It really is.
And now we got Unruh came back in.
Reaches back, fires. Olivia Smith tips it up in the air. Witt sets it to the middle. Unruh just has to tap it. This one going nowhere. And nice save by Witt. Look at that. Anna Hancock gets it back up and over. To the middle. Setter, far side. Number 7 reaches back. Fires. Out of bounds. Out of bounds.
Good call, official. Trying to help him make that one. He was a little hesitant.
Thank you much. 12-7.
Again, slow on the call.
Oh, boy.
Uni High coach is kind of griping at him.
Olivia Smith, lob serve, back row. Set up, far side, 7 reaches back, fires, and a nice hit.
Oh, nice kill.
Nice kill by number 7 for Uni High.
And we haven't seen too many of those coming out of Uni High.
No, and it's typically been those passes have not been making it up to the setter, but that one was perfect. Number 35, back to serve. Lob serve, back row, Webb, up to Witt. Witt, Unruh just kind of taps it over. This one's trouble, though. Back to Damarajan. Witt, far side, Unruh just has to reach back and pop that one to the back row. On 3, number 7. She slipped at the last minute, and it threw her balance off, and she hit that one down instead of up. 13-8, point over to the Cyclones.
Again, like you were saying, that pass from Uni High was off target, and then the set was off target.
5-point Cyclone advantage. The niece of Todd serving. Back row, dug out, up at the net. Great block!
Yeah.
By Lauren Unruh. Just saw that one coming up on the edge, reaches over and makes sure it doesn't come back over.
Great reaction from Lauren there.
Todd's niece again. Back row, up in the air. Setter, far side, number 16 reaches back. Nice hit. Back up to Hitteman. Hitteman now, back set. Witt fires cross court.
Oh!
And she hit it. It would have been out by 6 feet.
Yeah, it was going out, but it was coming right at her.
15-8, 7-point Cyclone lead.
I'm not sure she could have got out of the way of that one.
No, that's true. She might have done that out of protection.
That was self-defense.
Right. Todd's niece. Serve number 3. Back row. That one on the line. And in!
Yeah, good call.
There you go. 16-8. 8-point Cyclone lead.
Keep it going here. Todd's niece.
Todd's niece. Here we go, Todd's niece. Fires, lob serve, back row. Nice dig. Near side, right in the middle. Fires, Damarajan. Great dig. Hitteman. fires back to the middle.
Get
up!
up!
To the net! There we go! One more time. Do it, girls. Come on.
Oh, no.
Damarajan and Webb just trying to stay out of the way as she was falling down. And it's going to be a side out and a point over to Unihigh.
Just a little traffic jam there. Otherwise, they could have pulled that one out.
That was ugly there at the end. It was 16-9. And Todd's niece no longer serving. Number 15 back for Unihigh to serve. Lob serve back to the middle. Webb up to Hitteman. Hitteman now near side. Witt fires. And she was little off on that. Little off.
She was coming down when she hit it.
And, I mean, it's so hard. You think about it, it's so hard because the setter and the hitter have to be in sync.
Yep.
Lob serve, back corner, Damarajan up to Hitteman. Hitteman bumps it up in the air. Anna Hancock tips it over. This one on the corner. Nice read by number 11.
Good save.
What a job. Nice attempt by Anna Hancock, but number 11 for Unihigh. I saw her eyes at the last second turn. The whole head turned, looked across, saw nobody there, and just tipped it over. 16-11, Hitteman. Quick set. Back over the front.
Let's set the
Number
ball.
11.
Yeah, that coach is going to call timeout, and he's going to tell her, let's set the ball and hammer it. We can't be tipping this ball right now.
Keep hitting and keep hitting hard. That's what's got us there.
Yep.
And so 16-12, what was a 8-point advantage is down to 4. And we're playing to 25, so we have got, Cornerstone's got 9 to go here. So Cyclones take a timeout here. This is not the song that I would think you'd want to play in a timeout.
At least not started at the beginning.
No, it's
started about halfway through where you got some up-tempo.
Number 15 back to serve for Unihigh. 4-point Cyclone lead here, set number 3. Tied 1-1 overall. 15 serves, lob serve, Damarajan.
She was
up
on
in
the line.
Yep, hit him in far side. Anna Hancock reaches back, and a great save by Anna Hancock. Set, far side, number 7, who can hit? Damarajan.
Wow, what a dig.
Nice dig. Back to the middle. Unruh fires, back row, and out of bounds. And a point to Unihigh, 16-13.
And Unruh didn't even have to look at coach. He knew what she was going to be doing.
Yep. Lob serve, Webb. That one's going to go over on one. Not what you want to do. Witt, this one has to go over, so Damarajan takes care of that. Number 7 digs it up in the air. Here we go, back set. Ooh. Number 26 gets it over, back up to Hitteman. Hitteman now, near side, Unruh fires down. This one's going to be trouble. Played. They got to get it over. They do. Nice job by Unihigh. Back up, nice save, and Unruh.
They're saying Hitteman got in the net.
Or it was Witt. Witt in the net.
Witt did, okay.
Yep.
16-14.
2-point lead. Was it 8, down to 2. Damarajan up to Hitteman. Hitteman, far side, Anna Hancock tripped, blocked. Come on, girls, get up there. And the dive for it was Damarajan. And the Unihigh, the Illinex, back within 1. Number 15 back to serve. She just does this easy lob serve, but it's so dangerous. Back to the middle, Unruh, blocked. Played off the side of the hand, and they kind of had a miscommunication up in that front line, but it plays to our advantage. Side out and a point.
Cyclones need to use this one now. Anna Hancock coming to serve.
Hancock coming to the near corner where she had so much luck in set number 2 and 1. She served fantastic tonight.
Yeah, we need another run right here.
Anna Hancock reaches
Good serve.
Back. Beautiful. Punched up in the air, has to get across. 11 does it. Anna Hancock, great save.
Wow.
Unruh gets it across. This one up in the net, touched by Unruh. 2 people, and they slipped. And Unruh's fired up. Unruh is fired up. 17-16. Cyclones up by 1 here in set number 3.
We need a big hit here to come alive.
Number 7 back to serve, fires this one, and a nice dive by Halverson. That was right in front of her. But a point to Unihigh, and it's all knotted up. I can't tell you how big of a win this would be for the girls tonight. Back row, Damarajan. Hitteman now. Up to the net. Quick tip. Brought back up by Unruh. Damarajan giving everything she had for it. But that one falls. And a little bit of frustration there. This means a lot to these girls right here. It does. And Morin sees that, and he said, come on, girls. We're going to calm down just a little bit. 18-17. It's a 1-point advantage to Unihigh. Cornerstone comes out in set number 2 and smokes Unihigh. Unihigh has came out and has played much better at the net in set number 3 than they had all night long. They've had a big presence right up in the net.
Yeah, they haven't done anything fancy. I would say Cornerstone has let their guard down just a little bit.
Yeah.
If we can get a big block or a big hit, that'll reignite the fire on our side. But we've got to have a good pass coming off this serve.
Is this Bon Jovi? It is Bon Jovi. It's Living on a Prayer. It's a great song.
It is.
Is Bon Jovi back cool again? Because Bon Jovi was not cool 10 years ago, but he must be cool again.
He must be.
Unihigh back to serve, 18-17. They've got a 1-point lead. Little rotation going on here. Hitteman coming back to the back row to play some defense. So we've got 4 in the back now. Lob serve. Hammer up to Witt. Back to the middle. Unruh reaches back, fires back row. This one dug out to the center. Set back into the net. And we needed a mistake like that, and we got one. 18-18. Knotted back up here.
So an unforced error there. Going to help us out. And Unruh took something off of that one. She wasn't fully confident on that hit.
And we've got Alexis Hitteman coming back into the game to try to get us some service points. Nice serve. Back row. This one's going to be trouble. Up at the net. And through. And an ace for Alexis Hitteman. A faux ace, as I like to call them.
Another niece of Todd Hitteman here.
Todd's second niece. Another second niece of Todd. Firing
good
again.
Serve. Get
up. At the net. Trouble and down.
We got away with one on that one.
20-18. Cyclones up by 2. Wouldn't it be great to see her take it home right here? Come on, kid. Hitteman fires back row.
Woo!
Number 7 plays it up. They've got to get it over. They do. Number 11, let it
That's
go. Let it
long.
go. Out of bounds, 21-18. Cyclones need 4. And a timeout for U-High. He calls these timeouts perfectly. Well coached.
Yeah.
Well coached by U-High.
Little ice coming here. Alexis is impervious to ice, though. I'm just going to say that right out of the box.
Well,
I've seen her serve many, many times.
so they picked up where Bon Jovi left off. I just enjoy listening, but I haven't heard Bon Jovi in forever. It's great. It's awesome. 21-18. We're in a timeout. Set number 3. It's split 1-1 with Unihigh winning set number 1, 26-24. 27-25, was it? I think it was 27-25. Wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, 27-25. And then Cyclones come out and just smoke them in the second set, 25-6. Cyclones now in the third set, lead by 3, 21-18. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this tonight would be probably the biggest win of the season for these girls. Not by rankings, but just by emotion.
Yeah.
There's been a lot involved in tonight, and the girls want to win tonight. That one just goes into the net. I wish we had that one back over. And again, the coach over there knows what he's doing. Calls that timeout, ices it. And Unruh comes out of the game. So up in the front row now, Olivia Smith back up there with Carson Witt. 21-19. Point and side out back to Unihigh. And number 11 serving. Lob serve, back row. Hammer. This one's going to go over on 1. They try to tip it. They're not going to get it. And a side out back, and a mistake by Unihigh gives the ball back to the Cyclones.
Couple of unforced errors here by Unihigh. Giving us an opportunity. We need to capitalize on it.
And Superwoman, Carson Witt, who plays every position at every time on the court, back to serve. Nice
Good
serve by Carson.
That's going out.
Let it go.
She goes to the edge of the court and just watches it.
23-19. She needs 2 more. See if she can do it again here. Carson Witt loads, fires, back
Get
row.
down.
Let it go.
Oh, the officials.
Say it was out. It was out. It was out.
That one iced the officials.
That one. They're very, very slow at calling it.
They are.
Notice I didn't say in because it was legitimately out.
It was out.
It was
but
out.
Man, they were looking at each other.
Holy
Who wants to
cats.
make this call?
Number 17 back to serve for the Illinois. Lob serve, back row, Damarajan, nope, hammer, up to Witt. Witt just tips it over. This one's going to be problems. Witt back up in the air, and they're going to call Olivia Smith for being in the net. Oh, they're going to call them both for being in the net.
So we'll
replay this one. Yep, you got to give the thumbs up. So a replay. Olivia Smith clearly into the net. I didn't see the Illinois in the net, but the official did. So 17 will do it all over. Lob serve, back row. Hammer, up to Witt. Witt now, middle. Smith fires. Back row, dug out nicely by the Illinois. Far side, number 3, reaches back, tipped. Nice dig by Halverson. Up to Witt. Witt bumps it back. Smith tips it over, puts this one into the net. It's going to go down, and we're going to have match point.
I was holding my breath on that one, I'm not going to lie.
Great job, Callista Hammer comes out. And a timeout by the Illinois, who are going to try to ice Jess Halverson here. 24-20. And again, the Cyclones have fought and fought for tonight, but you never like to lose on senior night.
No.
And they have said so many complimentary things of Jeff Moran tonight in those senior paragraphs. I'm going to say that they want to win this, not just for the team, but for Coach tonight, too.
Absolutely.
So 24-20, 4-point Cyclone edge here. Tied up 1 set to 1 set. Set, match, point right here. Set and match point. Jess Halverson.
Jess is kind of staring down the student section.
Doing? Yeah.
Calm down. Let me serve.
Here she goes. Lob serve. Just gets it in play. Smart move. Back up, number 35. Hits it into the net! And that's a winner! The Cyclones pull it out in 3. Do the wavy wave thing. They drop set number 1, 27-25. Win set number 2, 25-6. And then win set number 3 to capture the match and avenge a game 1 of the season loss, 25-20 in set number 3. Well done all across the board to the Cyclones. And Jeremy, this is again, we've said it all year long. This team has so much potential, and they showed what they are all capable of. And it's so much fun to watch how Coach handles the rotation and pulling people out at certain times. I mean, you look back at Halverson that had who am I thinking of that had like 8 points? It was Jess Halverson that had 9 points in a row.
Yeah.
And as soon as she missed one, what happens? He pulls her out, puts her on the bench,
yeah,
and puts somebody else in because her position came up.
Right.
And they've accepted that. They've adopted that. They know how to play with that. And they played fantastically tonight.
Yeah, that second set, you could say they dominated that set. I mean, they were clicking on all cylinders. All their outside and inside hitters were getting just hammer of hits. I mean, they were just putting them down.
It was awesome to watch.
So they were clicking on all cylinders. Like you said before, if they can do that going into regionals, now we've got something.
Yep, you can't lose the momentum here. The girls are peaking at just the right time. We've got a game Friday night back here at home. Jeremy and I will have it for you against Springfield Calvary. Thankfully, we don't have to drive. They're driving this time, and then we play another game next week. Don't know right now. We've got to get through the next one first before we think about that one. And then regionals a week from Saturday in Farmer City for game 1, for the first 2 games, I believe.
Blue Ridge.
Yep, and Blue Ridge, a team that's known for volleyball. And it was a great match tonight. Lots of emotions tonight, and hats off to both squads. Thank you to Unihigh for everything that they did tonight and handing it to us on the game 1 of the season. I'm glad we got our payback tonight.
What a great evening for the seniors tonight and for Coach Moran. It was an emotional startup. with just hearing what the girls had to say about Coach and their season and their volleyball career. And what a nice capstone on the night with the win. And that was a big win to take it in 3, dominate the second set, and then just battle it out in the third.
Well said. It was a battle. Third set was a victory. And your Cyclones victorious tonight, both JV and varsity. We had a lot of fun bringing it to you. For Jeremy Masters, I'm Dan Kinzinger. Have a good night.
Good night.